The next thing is I'm always in credit. So even with 2 EVs and a home battery, charging the home battery every single day, and the 2 EVs, heavily daily usage every single day, I'm always in credit. I don't actually have a problem there. And another thing that I personally don't use because I'm not on the VPP, the Zero Hero plan also offers a $1 per kilowatt hour when the grid needs it. So essentially under the VPP, the wholesale provider will request anyone under the VPP, which GloBird is, and as a partner in that they need energy. The grid needs energy. And during those peak times, any energy that's drawn from your battery is paid at $1 per kilowatt hour. Again, that's not something that I'm concerned with because I'm not on the VPP and I don't want to be. So, again, I monitor these things through the originally the Amber API. I still haven't lost access, so I still monitor that through Home Assistant. We actually haven't had any spikes or anything like that that's needed for that in currently my area for the grid. So that doesn't bother me at all. Another advantage there is the billing is very simple. Absolutely no surprises and absolutely no volatility. Every single day I know what to do. Every single day it charges the battery. It exports to the grid. Percentages are met within Home Assistant, and things are charged and disconnected and recharged, and it's all automated. So absolutely no surprises, no stress, no anxiety, nothing I really need to worry about. And that was a great thing, different to the Amber supplier that I had prior to that. And as I mentioned before, which I'll mention again, the gas and electricity prices are in one place. So whatever credit I have in the electricity goes straight to the gas. And, we're typically not using a lot of gas. So it typically zeroes the bill each time. Now, in general, you talk about the good, you talk about the not so good, but we typically don't talk about the neutral, which is kind of the middle part. So I'm going to raise a couple of points for the neutral. The first being you really do need some automation system in place. Now, as I said, if you've got a home battery, you sometimes have the application which supports controlling your home battery on schedule. Now, I don't, of course, know every single application for every single home battery that's sold in Australia, but if you to buy a home battery, 100% that's something you got to look for. You can't do this stuff manually every single day. It's just too stressful, too much work. When you have home automation in place, that is absolutely perfect. But also, if you have battery automation in place, that's absolutely perfect. If you can't do that, then you're really going to have to rely on a VPP for your home battery and let the electricity retailer supply it and manage it for you. And you can control, some manual tasks within their app. Like I know with the GloBird app, you can say at this time and in that time, do this and do that. But being on the VPP makes it simple and it allows you some level of control. You're not going to have absolute control over your home battery because at the end of the day, the VPP can control it, but it's better than nothing. So, what I would say there is some sort of automation with your home battery is absolutely critical and absolutely required. Another thing that's neutral is you really need a home battery system to fully exploit the free window that GloBird give you in the Zero Hero plan. And of course, there's also the 4 for free plan where you get the 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. GloBird free inbound from the grid. So, there are different plans, but if you don't have a home battery, you can take advantage of it, of course, by using the stuff in the grid, but you can really get the most out of it and fully enjoy the benefit of it when you actually have a home battery. And the last neutral point is you do need solar and solar panels on your roof to maximize the export facilities of the solar generation. So they'd be the neutral points. Now let's talk about the not so good. So in the not so good, if you don't have solar or a battery, the plan really isn't as compelling as it can be for most people. The ones, of course, that do have solar and have home battery, there's absolutely, in my opinion, this is the best plan in Australia. Now, I am saying that generally, of course, there's people that'll swear by OVO and Flow Power and some other providers, but to me, at the moment, in Australia, the way this plan is particularly set up, it's absolutely fantastic. So, but you really do need solar and battery. So if you don't have solar panels, you don't have batteries, then yeah, you'd have to find another plan somewhere else, maybe, with other retail providers and stuff that can work for the way you use energy in your household. Now, also, if you can't shift your energy usage at certain times of the day, then also you won't see some of the savings that the GloBird Zero Hero plan can give you. And lastly, the free window is fixed. You can't change it. And, for the people that work from home and enjoy that free period during the day, it works. For the people that don't work from home, yeah, it's going to be quite difficult. I remember answering a couple of queries where someone said, I don't work from home. I take my EV up to work. How can I use this plan? And essentially, you can't, not with a single EV. If you had two EVs, yes, it's an option. You can have one EV charging, set it to charge during that free window and have the other EV at work, and then essentially swap them every couple of days. But of course, some people can't do that, and there's good reasons for that. So yeah, that's one of the not so good features of this is, it's on a fixed free period window. So let's go through some frequently asked questions. Caveats, especially to plans like this, like the GloBird plan. And, overall, from next month, we will see many, many plans like this, especially in New South Wales, Southeast Queensland, and other states. Not all across Australia, but they're the first lot that are going to have the 3-hour free window from 1st of July. So the first question is GloBird cheaper than other providers? Well, not always. Take, for example, Amber. If there's instability in the grid and there's spikes and things like that, yeah, you can get up to $19 per kilowatt hour given back to the grid. That is a huge amount of money. And there are people that have proven, and there's some videos out there that have proven they've earned quite a lot of money in that period. I'll take another example, Flow Power. Now, Flow Power, they'll give fixed every single day 45 cents of feed-in, right? So what that means is as you feed from your home battery into the grid, they'll pay you during a 2-hour period from memory, 45 cents. That's a huge amount of money, right? You're looking at $6, $7, maybe up to $10, depending on how much you can feed into the grid per night, right? So over the cycle of the billing period, if you can consistently do that, then yeah, you'll get $150, $200 per billing cycle. But the problem with something like that is, how do you actually charge your home battery? Flow Power on that sort of plan don't give you the facility of any free charging. So yeah, that's a bit of a challenge, but it works for some people. And of course, there's OVO Energy and another supplier that, end of the day, as I said in my previous video, GloBird isn't the bee's knees, right? But go through your quote, go through the different suppliers, see what suits you best. So what about the price spikes? Well, as I said, in my area, I've got great grid stability. So it's never been a problem for me. Of course, if maybe you're further out of the city areas or something like that, maybe your grid isn't as stable, then yes, price spikes and things like that would work out well for you. So under the GloBird system, you do need to have to be on the VPP to take advantage of the $1 one that they give you. But other than that, other providers like Amber would work out better for that situation. Again, similar to the original question, you can get paid a lot of money if the grid needs energy. You're on the VPP and you can supply that energy at the time the grid needs it. One other thing I would say is GloBird does have a referral program. If you're joining GloBird, I'll have a link in the description below, which is my referral link. You'll get $50 credit into your account when you sign up. Of course, you don't have to, but why not? I mean, it's there. You might as well use it.